Our CM insurance scheme is 1.5 years old. We cover 1.34 crore families. In the past 1.5 years, we covered around 4 lakh families to the tune of around 850 crores. So with this short introduction, I'll go straight away to the topic, which is how to ensure the cashless claim in the health insurance. As you know, as pointed out by Sumil, so the scheme is entirely 100% paperless, but we are trying to go towards the cashless claim. Yeah, the presentation will be in this format. So what are the challenges which we have in ensuring this cashless claims, and what are the steps taken at our level, and what is the result? The challenge is, see, most of the hospitals are involved in collecting the additional money more than the package cost. The only thing, the degree varies, and from the hospital to some extent varies. And when you try to enforce it too little bit vigorous, the problem which we face is the capacity limitation, particularly for surgeries like cardiothoracic surgeries, and availability of a suitable healthcare provider in remote districts. And there are various methodology in which the healthcare providers trying to use this. That is, they will try to inform the beneficiary that only the procedure is covered in the insurance, not the pre-operative investigations. And sometimes they perform unindicated investigations for which the patients were made to pay. And sometimes they choose a dual procedure and informing the patient that one is covered under insurance and other one is not. And sometimes the healthcare provider voluntarily delays the complete submission of information, so that interns artificially delay the approval. So during this delay time, the patients were asked to pay. Sometimes the hospitals intentionally cancel the treatment when the patient is refusing to pay. And sometimes the patients were coerced in the form of saying that they will be trying to use a better implants and better care. And some products or reagents, something like a blood units, are also charged on occasions. But the problem which we face is we could not document on many cases. Particularly the patients, they may not be willing to complain straight away, or even if you receive complaints, we could able to resources, they're ready to withdraw the complaint once they know that they need to go to the same provider after some time. And the interest of the insurance company in ensuring this cashless claim is limited. So this is the way we thought we'll address the challenges. So we introduced this class legally bindable both on the insurance company as well as on the provider in the tender document as well as in the MOU. So we have a liaison officer in each and every hospitals who are trained, motivated, we are instructed to follow up the patients till they get discharged from the hospital. And we put up banners in the hospitals, and sometimes we keep these LOs rotated so that they will not have any alliance with any of the provider. And meeting with all the stakeholders, including the electoral representatives, to sensitize on this issue. And we are in the process of introducing a SMS alerts to the beneficiaries so that they will know that for which treatment, for how much money they got authorized from the insurance company. So this will prevent. Second thing is, once we understand that the standalone diagnostic test is the one on which the hospitals are collecting the money, we introduce a standalone diagnostic test also under the insurance coverage. And we were verifying the beneficiaries through our call centers. We have an IEC camps for the beneficiaries as well as the hospitals, which is a mandatory for them to conduct the camp. During these camps, the IEC was taken a priority. And once we know that some procedures are usually prone for misuse, we reserved those procedures for the government hospitals only. And the regular visit to the, visit by the head office people or the district officials to the hospitals during the treatment given, and also the beneficiaries were visited in the resident itself, so that they will not have a fear of informing the or giving the details publicly and correctly. And we have a toll-free number 24 hours call center, so where they can address the grievances which are recorded. And we have authorized and formed a district level redressal committee with the district collector as a chairman, so that the public can address at the district level itself. So this is how the boards were put up. This is where the hospitals were made to conduct the camp, where it is clearly all the place it will be indexed, we call it Ilavasam, it's free. And this is how the review meetings happen. And this particular format, which we call it home visits, in fact, it's designed by Dr. Somil when he came as a World Bank visitor. See, these forms are used by retired police officials. These were beneficiaries randomly selected. They will be visiting in the house, collecting the entire information, where they will be able to elicit whenever there is a misuse in the scheme. And with this result, as on now, we could able to identify, document around 649 instances of money collection, in which involves around 52 crores. We could able to return around 24 lakhs to the beneficiaries directly, and remaining were under the process. And around 19 hospitals were suspended. And the complaints which we used to receive in the call center is slowly coming down. So we are in the process of ensuring the cashless treatment, but it will take some more time to become a reality. For this, I'll say thank you.